here we go. This is NorCal Spring League 2018. We're going to have Deanza Force playing against Mustang Santos. There's the coin flip from the referees. We have Taylor Higgins and Cole Basia as the captains. They've selected sides, and now we'll get ready for the whistle. So here we go, getting ready for that starting whistle. Referees getting in place, teams in place. Looks like Deanza will be playing in the white and blue trim. They are away today, going from the left to the right, and Mustang is in the red, all red trim, going from the right to the left in the first half.
You were calling it hot this morning in the MLC. Like, I was hard. Monday still was no,
There we go, the starting whistle, 1 minute into our video take. And that's Force with the kickoff, sending it back. As is San Jose's, or Deanza's motto. Always going back, controlling, two-touch. That's Rocco stepping up. We got Rocco over there. We got Connor, 19. Looks like Aiden Carlos is back. That's Luke getting his foot on the ball. That's Aiden Carlos chasing across the middle. Number 23 here is Taylor Higgins. Oh, and there's Deanza working it through, and that ball sent back by Cole. Hit up towards Taylor Higgins. It's off his back. It rolls straight through to Deanza. Oh, that's Luke stretching out, getting his foot on the ball. Now Deanza sending it to the outside. It's Luke stepping up, taking that ball, getting help from Rocco. Deanza comes out with it though, sending it through the middle. Ryan Rosa now defending through the center. Forcing that ball outside, nobody out there. Rocco not chasing over there. Deanza sending it across and towards the center. Brandon Hoffman stepping up. And Aiden Malloy knocking that ball out. That'll be the first corner kick. That'll go for Deanza.
something bothering you. The heel?
Ball sent right into the center. Deanza trying to get a shot off. Too many Mustang players in front, and that's going to drop to Joey. Joey Cortone picking that ball up off the bounce. And knocking it forward towards Connor. That bounces right in front of Connor and over the top. And this is going to be Deanza getting control, sending it around the back. Oh, that's a pass right to Taylor Higgins. And Taylor not able to do anything, but he gets fouled, knocked off the ball. And it's going to be a free kick in a dangerous location. Let's see who steps up to take this. This looks like Taylor Higgins. Higgins has the range for this. He's got a good shot. He's put these in before. Let's see what he's got today. A little bit of luck. A good strike. 4, 3-man wall for Deanza. And there it is. That's going to go over the top. And there's Deanza knocking it around the back as usual. 2-touch. Back to their keeper. Now out wide and back to the far side. Around the outside, Rocco's there. And he gets worked through the middle. Luke chasing back. And that's just going to go right to Brandon. Well, Brandon gives it up, and now Rosa's back there helping out in the center. And that's cleared out by Ollie. Rosa stepping up, knocking that ball to Luke. Luke out to Aiden Carlos. Aiden Carlos not able to find Connor. And that's Forrest knocking the ball around again on a 2-touch. And this is Mustang working hard to defend already. Roll straight to Joey. Joey knocking that long, looking for Connor. Drops over his head again. Deanza controlling with 2-touch once again. Taylor running right by that. That drops to Rosa. Rosa not able to control it. Goes straight to Deanza. Deanza straight through the middle. Cleared by Ollie. Straight to Deanza again. Deanza trying to control that ball. It's Connor getting back and chasing. Now Connor getting the ball back after pressuring the defender. Connor taking off on a run on the far side. And Connor was slightly too strong of a touch giving that ball up. This will be Deanza attacking again. Rocco stepping up. Ball's out. Rocco defending. Forces that ball to Luke. Luke battling for it. Comes to Rocco. Rocco gets it. He hits Connor, but there's a foul whistled. That'll be a Mustang ball. Ball sent long towards the center, straight to the goalkeeper by Ollie. Nobody there to chase it. Rolled out for the 2-touch. This is Aiden Malloy. Now Luke. Ball sent into the center, straight to Joey Corton. Ball sent long towards the center by Joey. This time Connor's there. He gets his foot on it, knocks it back to Luke. Luke battling for the ball, gets some help from Rosa. Rosa sends that back to Luke. And Luke is going to chip a beautiful ball over to Rocco. Rocco under some pressure. Rocco's going to try to take the line, a little strong of a touch. He's not able to get to it. He sent it across. Deanza setting up quickly for the back touch, going right down the middle. Now to the outside.
Hey, buddy.
And that's Rosa getting his foot on it, knocking it out. He's helping Taylor defend there. Taylor pressuring, Rosa covering. And that's Brandon stepping in front of the ball. Ball knocked up high in the air again. Comes to Brandon's foot. He knocks that back to Cole. Cole's going to knock that forward. Tries to find Connor. Connor can't get on the end of it. And now DeForest stepping up and attacking and cleared by Cole to the outside, right to Deanza again. Deanza going to try to control, send it in towards the center, drops to Luke. Luke sends that back to Ollie. Ollie cuts his player, tries to send it to Luke, but Luke's not there. It goes right to Deanza. Deanza now right down the middle. Rosa's there. It gets sent over the top. Brandon is chasing. Brandon gets his foot on it, and Joey steps up, takes that ball away. Brandon getting his foot in there just in the nick of time, knocking that ball away before it can be sent across the middle of the field. And that's a high kick straight in the center, right to Aiden Carlos. Aiden Carlos drops that to Luke. Luke to Rosa. Oh, Rosa not able to send Aiden Carlos. And now Deanza's got the ball on the near side and controlling with 2 touch. Deanza able to work their way right down the middle. This time Deanza can't work it through the center. And Deanza gives that away. That's Brandon Taylor Higgins. Now Higgins working it through the center. Oh, he tries to send Aiden Carlos. It gets cut off by Deanza. Thrown in towards Aiden Carlos. Deanza with numbers. Deanza sending that back. Aiden Carlos chasing. On the far side, Connor pressuring. Oh, ball set long. Ollie's there. Ollie knocks that out. Deanza with the throw-in. They throw that short and back and control. Send the ball around through the back again. Now over switching play to the near side. But that's Taylor Higgins stepping in front of that. That was a long switch by Deanza, and Taylor able to read that and jump on it. Just not able to control it on the jump. Now this is Deanza going right down the middle, getting a shot off. That's way wide of the goal. That didn't give Joey any trouble whatsoever. But Mustang needing to close that down and not allow the shot. This will be Cole with the goal kick. He sends out high and wide, straight to Rocco. Rocco getting shoved in the back, a clear foul. It's not called by the referee. Now sent straight through the center, and that's Cole with a big clear. And that'll be out. Throw in for Deanza Force. Deanza working its way right down the center, sending that straight through, and that'll roll right to Joey. Joey with an easy pickup. Joey's a long clear once again. This time it's to Luke. Luke can't get his foot on it though. And it drops. Deanza takes that ball, works it right up the center again. Actually the outside. Crossed into the center. Rose is there. He clears that straight to Luke. Luke with plenty of time in the middle. He looks to send Connor, but he doesn't hit it quite right. He had maybe too much time. And now sent to this near side. Brandon defending that. Here comes to Taylor. Taylor tries to turn. It gets knocked out of bounds for a Mustang throw-in.
Back in the day, right? Oh, yeah. Okay. Higgins! There's still 2 Let's go! Where are you, Higgins?
Substitutions would be Luke going out, Chris coming in.
Get ready, Pops.
Brandon with the throw-in.
Right there, don't move up, don't move up.
Thrown into Aiden Carlos. It drops to Taylor Higgins. Higgins with 2 players to beat. Sends it up towards Aiden, but doesn't get it there. Now Deanza Forrest working their two-touch right through the center again. Out of the near side. And straight up to Cole. Cole looking for somebody to knock that forward to. And he tries to get it to Rocco. And it goes straight to an oncoming Deanza Forrest is now going to try to work it through the center. And that's Taylor Higgins stepping up, getting his foot on it, and stopping that pass. But it drops right to Forrest again. And Forrest is going to turn, try to come right through the middle. And Forrest trying to work it in through the middle, but not able to. That's Rosa defending that one. Chris going defending. Rocco on the far side. Rocco takes that ball away. Gives that to Ollie. Ollie clears that right to Connor. Oh, and that just doesn't get past the defender to let Connor run onto that. That's Rocco stepping up, throwing that in towards Connor. That's off Connor's foot. It'll be a Deanza throw-in. Deanza throwing that back. Deanza knocking that through the middle. Now trying to go outside. Ollie's there. And that's Aiden Malloy stepping up. It comes to Rosa. Rosa knocks it right into Deanza. And Deanza now with the ball. And that's Rosa. That's Rosa chipping away, getting called for a foul on the back of the ankles. Deanza controlling quickly, sending it around, doing two-touch, passing the ball around. Connor now chasing the ball in the back. Deanza trying to send it forward. Ollie defending. Rocco's out on the outside. Now it goes to Aiden Carlos. Aiden Carlos gets his foot on it, but it falls right to Deanza again. Deanza's going to try to work its way right up the middle. Aiden Malloy defending. And Aiden Malloy stepping up. Ball gets knocked back. Now it's a chip into the center. And that's Brandon. Brandon stepping up in there, knocking that ball, that cross into the middle out. That's Connor getting his foot on it. It drops to Chris. Chris going to send that back to Ollie. Ollie's going to cut his player, try to send it back to Chris. It rolls through. Rocco's going to try to run onto it. He can't get it. Goes to Deanza. Deanza's now going to try to work its way through the center, sending it back. Rocco getting his foot in there, knocking it away, but he knocks it away to Deanza. Deanza's going to continue to control. Chris stepping up. Ball just on that line, the box line. Deanza trying to work its way through. Mustang just defending. That's chipped into the center. And that's going to be, oh, what a block. Who went down to block that? We had Joey with one save. And it looks like Brandon took a shot. Blocked that ball, saving a sure goal. Point blank, he's up. And that'll be a corner kick.
Talk about taking one for the team.
This is Mustang being educated on how to pass the ball around, two-touch, and Mustang having to learn how to do a very good team defense, especially right down the middle where Mustang has been weak. Apparently, many teams have realized that Mustang's center is a little out of sorts, but it's starting to come together pretty good.
Are we participating in a clinic right now? Yeah.
And that's set short. That's Taylor Higgins. He knocks that off his head. Knocks it forward. Aiden Carlos is there. Gets his foot on it. Aiden Carlos with a nice sombrero, but knocks it forward to himself. He's still trying to get it, and that's Ryan Rosa setting it forward towards Connor. But there's 3. Oh, Rocco comes up with it on the far side now. Rocco sending Connor. Connor falling over the Deanza player, and throw in for Mustang. Mustang has 2 subs coming in. Looks like Taylor Higgins going out, Rocco going out, Jackson and Landon coming in. So the Ollie with the throw in. Ollie throws that long up the line, right off Deanza's head. Deanza knocks that back. Jackson chasing it down. And it drops to Rosa's foot. Rosa sends it back to Jackson. Rosa gets taken down after the pass. The referee not calling anything, letting the game play on since Mustang had advantage. Now it's working its way right back up. Aiden Malloy getting his foot in there, and now getting help from Cole. Cole knocking that out. There'll be a throw in for Deanza on the far side. Ball sent up by Deanza. Deanza cutting it, sending it in towards the center. And that's going to get cleared by Landon. Goes right across the goal face and cleared by Landon on the far side. Never really threatening. There's nobody there by Deanza. Throw in for Deanza. Deanza setting the ball back. Now cross right into the center. Rosa covering center along with Chris. That goes outside. Back into the middle and right to Joey Coratone. Joey sending that up towards the near side here, where Aiden Carlos trying to get a foot on it, gets knocked straight up into the air, brought straight down by the Deanza Force player. And now sent all the way back. Chris defending. Ball sent to the near side. We got Landon over here now. Landon chasing. Ball sent all the way back. Now across. Jackson's there. Sent back into the center. Now it's Landon. Now to the outside. Landon stretched, having to run. Sent up. Brandon just stepping up and knocking that out. Brandon with a good job of defending. And here comes Deanza Force with a whole nother team. This is going to be a mass team substitution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like Deanza changing out the majority of its midfield.
Hey, let's go, Nick. Let's go, Riley. Let's go, Torres.
Ball thrown short. Rosa defending. Ball sent back. Deanza 2-touch around the back. Connor chasing. Jackson on the outside. That's sent in towards the center, towards Aiden Carlos. Back into the middle. Deanza working its way down the center now. That's Jackson defending. Jackson takes the ball. He sends it out wide, right to Deanza because there's no Mustang players there. Now Deanza outside. Rosa stepping up, applying pressure. Aiden Malloy. Now Rosa knocking that ball out. Chris now stepping up. And right down the center again. Rosa getting his foot in there again. Chris taking it away. Trying to send that back. And that's Ollie around the back end there. Sending that up. He's trying to find Jackson. It goes right to Deanza. That's Jackson stepping back, getting his foot on it. Cole stepping up. Cole turning it. Yeah, Cole's going to hammer that ball long. It finally gets through. We got Connor chasing onto it. And that's a foul. Connor apparently fouling Deanza, trying to get that ball. It's taken quickly, but the referee. Said Connor's complaining about a shirt tug.
Mark up.
It's kicked right into the center. Rosa gets his helmet on it. Sent back again by Deanza. Two-touch game. Jackson stepping up, reading the outside pass. Knocking that ball out. It'll be a Deanza throw. Deanza throws that back. Sending it across to the center. Now up right in the middle. Attacking the far side. And that's going to be Brandon stepping up. He can't get that to anybody. That's Landon getting back. Chipped right into the center. And Ollie's there to knock that out this time. Ollie knocks that left-footed. Rosa's there to help defend. Gets sent right into the center. That's Joey there. Jackson with the ball. Jackson defending in the middle. Landon clearing it. There's a shot in the center. Blocked by Aiden Malloy. It's just a mosh pit at the top of the box now. Deanza controlling it through the center again. It's Cole stepping up, and that's going to go straight through to Joey. Sent up long to the far side, right to Jackson. That's Chris trying to turn the ball. Chris still getting his foot on it. It's Rosa chasing. That's the ball right down the center. It's going to go right to Joey. Should be no problems. Yeah, Joey just picks it up. Joey's going to send this out to Brandon. Brandon's going to send that to Rosa. Rosa is going to battle for it in the middle here. 2 or 3 players to mark up. And that is Landon getting his foot on it. Rosa picking up scraps. Rosa trying to keep that in. It goes out. That'll be a Deanza throw. That's thrown up the center towards Brandon's location. Brandon defending. Deanza getting around Brandon. Deanza going right to the line. And that goes over the line. It's a little strong touch from Deanza. And it'll be a goal kick. That'll be a goal, Cole for the goal kick. Apparently Brandon doing enough to force that ball over the end line. Cole with a nice kick right to Jackson. Connor getting his foot on it. And this is Kevin. Kevin is now in. Kevin now chasing. right down the middle by Dianza. Dianza trying to send it up. That's going to go straight to Joey. Joey's going to pick that up on the far side. Towards the back. Oh, he rolls that straight out to Jackson. Jackson wide open on the far side on the line. He sends that out to Chris, but it goes right to Dianza. Mustang not able to connect that. And now Dianza is just going to do two-touch right down the middle again. That's Ollie stepping up. It gets sent into the middle, and that's going to go to Joey. Joey's going to do a good job picking that ball up off the ground. Joey sends that up high towards the center. He's got Connor there. Connor's trying to chase, and Connor's being fouled. He's got a player on his back the whole time. This is going to be Ollie with the kick.
All right, let's go, boys. Come on, Forrest.
Ollie sends that long high to the center, right to the goalkeeper. Oh, the goalkeeper with a bad bounce. Oh my God. Kevin with a total opportunity knocks it over the goal. He has nothing to do but to put it in the back of the net. And he's a little rusty from coming back from that badly broken leg. Knocks it over instead. Mustang missing out on a golden opportunity.
Can someone mark 54?
No. And that's Ollie coming out with the ball. It drops to Kevin. Kevin sends that forward. Kevin takes it. Kevin very active. Oh, he tries to send Chris. Gets knocked away. Ollie's going to send that across to Landon. It's going to bounce over Landon's head. Now Landon chasing for it. Landon gets his foot on it. He knocks it out. Two-touch around the back by Dianza. Down the middle now. This time Connor's there to cover the center. Got Kevin chasing the ball on the far side. He gets knocked around. Jackson's over there defending. Gets sent back right to Kevin. Jackson attacking the far line. Jackson taking off. Jackson getting right by his player. He's got Connor in the middle. Instead of hitting Connor, he just puts it into the back of the goal. Mustang has the first goal. The first score. The score is now 1-0 for Mustang. Jackson with the first goal. A wonderful goal, working his way all the way around, beating his player, and then just working it right into the goal. So Mustang at about the 31-minute mark of the half, absorbing Dianza's two-touch tactics and attacking and putting in a goal. Going up 1-0 on force. And that's Cole to Ollie. Ollie knocking that through. Chris chasing onto it. It gets cleared forward by Dianza, now attacking the far line of Mustang's defense. Coming back, sending it towards the center. There's Chris in there. It gets sent to the far side, and that's right to Brandon. Brandon does a good job of controlling that and sending that to Landon. Landon all the way up to Kevin. Kevin trying to cut. It gets dropped right to the center. This is Rosa chasing. Rosa with the 50-50 ball, gets his foot on it. Makes it hard for Dianza, but Dianza in the end comes out with it, sends it back. Now back in towards the center. This is Kevin coming back. And now it sends all the way back, leaving that midfield player open behind Kevin again. And there it is, sent right through the center. This time Chris steps up. Rosa steps up and he's late. It gets right around him, goes to the outside now by Dianza. And Mustang setting up in front of the goal. This is Dianza getting around Ollie. And that's called out. Ollie doing enough to knock the ball or force the player to knock it around the end line and earn a goal kick. Cole sending that long all the way to Connor. Connor, the player on his back, he's battling him. He knocks it forward. He gets around him. Oh, that's Connor just taking off nicely. That's going to be Connor with the goal. And that's the second goal. Mustang going up 2-0. Connor and Jackson with the strike. Mustang doing a good job of absorbing the two-touch pass, trying to knock it through and striking, putting in 2 goals. So Mustang putting in a goal approximately 2 minutes later at the 33-minute mark, 7 minutes to go still in this first half. Mustang's up 2-0. A goal from Jackson and a goal from Connor, both from the far right side, running it around the outside and putting it right in the goal. That's Chris stepping up. Chris now knocks this up. He gets it to Kevin. Kevin knocks it forward towards Landon. Now Landon's trying to work his way around. Landon battling. He earns himself a throw-in. So it'll be a Mustang throw. Mustang throwing that back to Kevin. Kevin over the top, sends it back to Landon. Landon controls that out of the air. Landon with a side heel off his foot. And that's going to get called a corner.
Good job, Landon.
Now that's changed into a goal kick. Mustang setting up in defense, not watching the quick retake by Deanza. Deanza's just going to roll that right up the middle of the field, and then they're going to send that, and that's going to be Cole stepping up and just taking that ball. Now he's looking for somebody to give it to. He finds Chris. Chris trying to control through the center, does a nice job of turning, gets that to Cole on the far side. Cole at midfield knocks that forward over the top to Connor again. Connor battling for a ball. Not able to get it this time, and that's Deanza sending it right back in the middle. Jackson controlling the middle this time. Ball knocked out wide by Deanza on the far side line, going all the way back again. Deanza with going to the two-touch around the back, trying to control and send through the center. That's Kevin chasing. And Rosa helping to defend. And that's Deanza just sending it all the way back again. Now chipping it into the center. And that is Malloy defending. Deanza still with control, now chipping. Sending that straight to Brandon. Brandon with a nice job of defending. Sends it forward to Kevin. That's a nice move by Deanza, and just sending that up the middle. Nobody there except Joey. Joey's going to pick that up before it rolls out. It's going to get
Good job, Santa!
a free kick at this. And he elects to roll it out all the way to the far side for Jackson. Jackson makes a mistake on that, and it's now Deanza attacking. But it goes straight to Joey. Jackson not knowing, his teammates might want to tell him that there's a player on his back. Not knowing there's Deanza force running right on him strong. And this is sent high right to Connor. Connor not able to control that. It goes straight to Deanza once again. Deanza's going to elect to go right down the center. They knock that straight to Aiden Malloy. Malloy gets that out to Landon. Landon to Brandon. Brandon sets that up the center, but it knocks that straight to Deanza. There's nobody there for Mustang this time. Deanza just knocking it back. That's Deanza working the way around, and that's a foul. Landon just chipping away at the player's feet. Deanza knocking that back. Knocking it all the way back again. This is Kevin chasing this. Knocked around the near side. Near side line by Deanza. Deanza now attacking the near side line. Now sending that right into the center. Right to Joey. Joey just picks that ball up. Thinks about throwing it out to Jackson. Changes his mind. Gonna hit a long one all the way up the top towards Connor. Connor falling to the ground while he's controlling it. Not called a foul. And that's Jackson knocking the ball towards Ollie. Ollie to Chris. Chris now sends Kevin and Connor, but it just goes right down the middle to Deanza, and Deanza sending it out wide right to Jackson. Jackson and Chris now, the good combination on the far side, sending it towards Kevin. Kevin now trying to take the ball, and that's just going to be Deanza controlling it around the back. Deanza coming right down the center. This is Landon in the center. And that's Rosa stepping up, getting his foot on it. It goes right to Aiden Malloy. And then that's Chris now with the ball. He sends that to Connor. Connor trying to beat two players and gets stopped. Sent up. That's Cole with the ball, knocking it forward towards Ollie. And that's the half. Mustang up 2-0 on two good strikes. One from Jackson and one from Connor. Back. We're going to get ready to start the second half. This time, Deanza Force is going to be in the white, the light blue, going from the right to the left, and Mustang is going to be in the red, going from left to right. Score is 2-0 for Mustang with some really nice goals from Jackson and Connor.
Rocco, just go through his legs.
Go, Rocco.
Go, Rocco.
Ball sent back by Kevin. Right to Chris. Oh, Chris has that stripped, but he has Aiden Malloy help him out. There's Chris in the center, battling it out. Gets the ball back, sends it back, and that's a foul. Chris gets the ball back, but he commits a foul. Now it's going to be a free kick for Deanza. That's a long hit to the far corner. Oh,
Nice job, Joey.
and Deanza has a big, tall head there. Gets his head on it, but he just knocks it to Joey, who was way far out of the goal.
Go, Kevin. Go, Kevin.
Fortunately, it goes right to him. He picks it up, and now it comes out to Aiden Carlos. Aiden sent that back to Luke, who sent it all the way back, and now we got Aiden getting the ball. Tries to send that to Kevin, but it's taken by Deanza, who's now going to control out the back. Oh, but they send it high this time, looking for the center. Chris is there. It still gets sent up. That's Aiden Malloy getting his foot on it. Gets some help from Brandon Hoffman. Back to Chris, right through the middle. And Chris going to try to send Aiden Carlos, but it doesn't quite get there. It's cut off by Deanza, who's now working it down the center. And it's knocked to the outside. That's going to be a throw-in for Mustang. And that's Brandon throwing that up the line towards Aiden. It falls back towards Landon. And Deanza comes out with it, sends it to the back. And that's Kevin chasing down. He gets sent right into the center.
Luke, go to
That's
him.
Mustang stepping back, defending through the center. Aiden Malloy stepping up. He gets knocked in, and that's Brandon getting his foot on it. Sent out towards Landon. Landon sending that up to Kevin, but it's going to be called an offsides with the AR's flag going up on Kevin. Sent forward by Deanza, now back. Deanza controlling on two-touch. Kevin getting his foot on it, knocking that to Rocco, and then Kevin asking for it back and chasing hard on the near line, getting the ball, trying to run around his defender, and he's not able to do that. The ball goes out. And that's Deanza taking it quick, sending it in right towards the middle of the back. Now out to the far side in the back. Aiden Carlos there. And that's sent straight to Landon. Bounces off Landon's knee and right back to Deanza. Deanza now running the far side, but that's going to go out. That's going to be a throw in. Chris taking that quickly, finding Landon. Landon cutting that in towards Luke. Luke back to Landon. Oh, it doesn't quite get there. Luke stepping up, trying to take that ball away now. It gets around him. Chris trying to help him out in the back. It's sent up towards the center. Cole knocks that to Aiden Malloy. Malloy to Luke. Oh, and Luke can't step up and get that ball and control it. Rocco trying to help out, gets his foot on it, but it drops to Deanza, knocking that back. Working on two-touch, now knocking it forward towards the outside. And now in towards the middle. Aiden Carlos stepping up. Aiden takes that ball away. Gets help from Rocco. Sent towards Kevin this time. Kevin with the shot. He goes near post, and he's just off target. And that's a good effort from Kevin, Chris, and Aiden, and Rocco on the near side here. There's Deanza trying to knock it near side, just knocking it forward this time towards the center. Ollie's defending that. He forces that towards Chris. Chris gets his foot on it. Now Aiden Malloy stepping up. And that's whistled a foul. Not sure which way. Looks like it's going to go for Mustang. It looks like the referee's complaining about elbows.
She's going in strong. That's all.
I think they say strong.
Let's have to do a replay on
Cole, the long hit right into Cole. Oh, look, there's a collision at mid-goal. Landon is there. Landon up against the goalkeeper on a 50-50. Looks like he's getting up, though.
Good man, Ollie. Good man, Ollie. Yes, Ollie.
This is Ollie getting back and chasing. And that's Aiden Malloy. And then Cole, and that's going to be a goal kick. Aiden Malloy trying to step up, getting his body in the way, getting knocked to the ground on that play. And yes, that is Landon. Landon taking a shot going in on that 50-50 header. And he's going to come out. Looks like he got rocked a little bit by the goalkeeper. He's walking off on his own, though. He should be okay. Cole, the long hit up the center. Chris was there. Drops to Luke. Luke's going to send somebody. Aiden Carlos the closest. Now it's just getting knocked around. And Luke is there to take that ball away. Luke is going to send Aiden Carlos this time. Aiden Carlos is going to send that towards the goal, and the goalkeeper's going to pluck that out of the sky and just roll that out the back. Ball sent in towards the center. That's Luke getting his foot on it. Now sent towards the outside on the near side. And that's Rocco getting his foot on it, but can't take it away. Just gets knocked to the middle. Rocco's chasing hard. Rocco chasing, applying pressure. He gets that ball towards Aiden Carlos. It gets knocked around, but Force coming out with it. And that's Luke coming up with it. Oh no, he can't come up with it. He gets his foot on it, but it goes away to Deanza. Deanza still working his way right through the middle. Deanza with a dangerous opportunity here. Deanza taking that shot. And that shot going straight to Joey. Joey covers that very well. And Deanza still yet to get on the scoreboard. The score is still 2-0 for Mustang. And that's Kevin going for the sombrero move. And somehow he gets it. And that's whistled a foul. Apparently Deanza grabbing Kevin's shirt, pulling him back.
Have a shot, Kev.
Looks like Taylor Higgins is coming out to take this. See if Taylor can produce some magic this time. He's already tried one. Let's see how he does on the second. Oh, he sends that back post nicely to Ollie. That's off Ollie's chest towards the goal, but the goalkeeper's able to pick that up. That's a nice ball by Taylor Higgins to the far post. Ollie stepping into that. This is Deanza knocking it around the back, not through the center. That's Luke stepping up, but it goes back to Deanza on the far side in the back. Deanza sending that in towards the center, and this is Brandon stepping up. And Brandon's going to get called for a foul. Deanza sending it outside. Now up the line, Chris is over there defending. Brandon stepping up. Ball sent in towards the center, goes right to Luke. Luke with the left foot clear into the middle. Kevin chasing it. Deanza getting it, sending it back. Now all the way back. Back into the middle. Right down the center. We got Cole there.
We're on this one.
And that drops straight to Joey. Joey's going to pick this up and kick it. Joey sends it to the midfield line. Right to Deanza. Deanza hits it, and it goes right to Chris. Chris hits it back. Chris now battling in the middle for the ball. And it's sent through the middle. And that's going to be Joey stepping up, sliding in.
Go, Joey.
Joey with a nice job of stepping up, getting his hand on the ball, knocking it, and then picking it back up again. He throws that out to Taylor Higgins. Taylor tries to send Chris. Chris can't get his foot in there. Now that's Deanza working it around the far side. And that's Aiden Malloy getting his foot in there nicely. And that gets knocked right to Joey, and he picks that up. Joey knocks that straight up towards Kevin. Drops right on his foot off a Deanza player. Kevin right to Aiden Carlos. Aiden Carlos going for a pass. Almost pulls it off. What would have been a beautiful move. It's now sent in through. That's going to go over the end line. That's going to be, oh no, yep, and that's over the end line. Goal kick for Joey. Cole will probably take that. Mustang with the substitution on the sidelines. So that's Rosa coming in, Chris going out. Cole sending that out towards Taylor Higgins. He finds Taylor. Taylor lets that skip around his foot, tries to chase onto it. That's going to go out. That's going to be a throw-in for Deanza. Deanza throws that up the line. Brandon defending. Deanza taking off down the line. Cole's there to help. Cole stops that ball. He gets sent back right into towards the center. And Brandon's there to help. Brandon clears that, but it goes straight to Deanza, who sends that back into the middle. Deanza can't do anything with it. Rosa trying to send Kevin. Kevin now chases. Oh, that is Luke. Luke with a beautiful step up. Oh, what a ball by Kevin right to Aiden Carlos. Aiden Carlos still chasing onto that. Aiden Carlos, he's got it. Oh! Aiden Carlos working hard to get an opportunity for himself. Just can't quite put it in the goal. Played out wide by Deanza. Now up the line. Oh, right to Rosa. Rosa drops that to Luke. Luke trying to find Rosa again. No, he was trying to find Taylor. Doesn't get there. And now Deanza's attacking. Oh, there's Brandon hooking his leg in, committing a foul on the far side. And this is Deanza trying to set up quickly, setting it short. This is Brandon again. This time he steps up, he gets the ball. Steps up again, knocks it off a Deanza player, Mustang throw in. Brandon setting that up the line. He finds Aiden. Aiden's chasing onto it. He's not able to get to it. He's set across the center. It's Aiden chasing. Down the middle. Rosa stepping up. Rosa taking that ball. He gets that out to Luke and Taylor and Aiden. Now we got Aiden running the far line. Oh, and Aiden not able to pass his player. Gets it back to Rosa though. And then Rosa back to Aiden. And Aiden's going to get called for the offsides.
Yeah, so we're next dinner in the place in San Carlos.
And that's Deanza working it up the far line. This is Brandon defending. That's Rosa setting that back to Cole. Cole's going to go back up to Rosa. Rosa's going to turn that through the center. Oh, and this is Rosa straight through trying to find Aiden Carlos. Aiden wasn't quite ready for that, and it's going to roll straight through to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's going to send that wide for Deanza Force. Deanza Force is going to send that right up the middle. Brandon's there defending. And Rocco steps in front of that pass. Oh, but he's not able to control it. This is Deanza. Mustang needs to talk and tell their players. This is Deanza coming straight in, and that's Joey just stopping that ball at the near post. Mustang needing to communicate with his players on their back. It's quite a few times that Deanza's just stepped from the back to get the ball. Deanza with the corner kick, sending that in towards the center. That's Luke. Luke with a nice header out. Deanza sending that straight up to the center. They got a big, tall player. This is Joey coming out. Joey with a nice bit of goalkeeping. Plucks that out of the sky, catches it. Oh, he sends that long towards the center. Kevin's there. Bounces straight through to Luke. Now Rosa's there. Oh, Rosa's shoved over. That's going to be called a foul. This is Deanza with the substitution, sending in their number 3. This is Cole. He sends it long towards the center. Let's head it out. Drops to Rosa. He gets his helmet on it. He sends it in. And that's going to be a corner kick. This is going to be Kevin with the corner take. He sends that right towards the center. Yeah! And that's Taylor Higgins. Taylor Higgins gets his noggin on it, knocks it right into the back of the net. That's going to be 3-0 from Mustang. Taylor Higgins with an incredible headed goal off the corner. And Mustang goes up 3-0. This is Deanza now. Sending it back and controlling around the back. Sending it in through the center, but this is Mustang. Defending the center really well now. Deanza sending it out the back. Deanza trying to send it up the center. Cole's there. Cole does a wonderful job controlling that ball. He's trying to get it out. Gets it out to Taylor. Taylor back to Rosa. Rosa getting it through. Rosa beating 1, beating 2. Sends it back to Taylor. Oh, he doesn't quite get it there. And now it's something right down the middle. This is Aiden Malloy stepping up to defend in the middle. That's Taylor Higgins defending on the far side. Nobody there to help Taylor. Aiden stepping up now. Rosa steps up, gets his foot on it, knocks it towards Kevin. Goes right back down the middle. Oh, there's a shot attempt. That's going to go over the end line. And Mustang's going to have a goal kick. That's Cole sending it long right to Rocco. Oh, Rocco tries to step back. Once again, Mustang not telling Rocco that there's a player behind him stepping up. This is Luke defending, Rocco stepping up. This is Deanza doing a good job of knocking it through there. Now going into the middle. This is Rosa stepping up, stealing the ball, sending it to the outside. There's nobody over here. Rocco stepping up, trying to get that ball now. He's sent through by Deanza. Ollie defending. It's sent through by Deanza. Now Aiden Malloy defending. And that's Aiden getting his foot on it. It gets knocked forward straight to Joey. Joey falls on it, picks it up. Joey knocking that right towards Aiden Carlos. Deanza getting her head on it before Aiden can control that. Drops all the way in the back on the far side for Deanza. Deanza trying to work it around, and it's going to be a free kick. Apparently there was a foul. Deanza taking that quickly and sending that back. Now sending that forward. That's going to go straight to Ollie. Ollie with a lot of time, now getting a player on him. He's going to send that back to Joey. Joey's not going to fool around. He's just going to clear that all the way up. And he finds Kevin. Nice ball. Kevin's going to knock that forward to himself and chase. And he's going to earn himself a throw-in. This is going to be Taylor over there running quickly. And he's going to take his time because there's substitutions. And this is going to be a 3-player substitution for Deanza. Deanza's going to put in a striker, a defender, and a midfielder. That's Taylor throwing it up towards Kevin. Kevin back to Taylor. Oh, Taylor trying to get it around. Taylor doing a good job. Trying to get that ball back. Knocks it out. Gets a throw in. Throws that to Kevin. Kevin's going to cut. Bring that back. Oh, he finds a player. There's a player stepping up for Deanza. Now sent back to the center by Deanza. And sent around the near. That's Ollie stepping in front of that pass. Ollie cutting. And now to Rocco. Rocco's going to try to take the outside. Rocco with his pace. He's got 3 players now to beat. He's still chasing. He gets help from Aiden Carlos. Oh, that's Aiden taking a swing at it. Now sent to the far. That's Brandon's going to step up. He sends Taylor. Taylor's going to find Luke in the middle. Luke to Kevin. Kevin to Rocco. Rocco with the cut. Deanza does a good job of getting her foot on it. This is Kevin. Kevin in towards the center. And there's Taylor Higgins trying to get his foot on it. It's going to go right over the end line. That's going to be a goal kick. Deanza likes to take these quickly and go to the back. This is Mustang doing a good job of stepping up right now. Mustang's pressing high and through the midfield. Here goes the quick kick to the back. Right down the center, back to the outside by Deanza.
Force him inside, Luke.
That's Deanza hitting that straight to Ollie. Ollie to Luke. Luke with the sombrero move. Now sending Kevin. Kevin pulling that back. Finding Luke. Oh, Luke has got a nice ball straight to Aiden. Aiden's going to chase that down. He's going to get called for the offsides, though. The AR's got his flag up. Not sure where he saw the offsides, but he had a better angle at it than we did, so apparently Aiden Carlos coming back from an offsides position. That's going to be a free kick for Deanza. Substitution. This is Aiden Carlos putting in a good bit of work. This is going to be Connor coming in for Aiden. Aiden Carlos working hard up on top, almost getting a couple goals. Maybe needed a bit of luck. And knocked back and around by Deanza. Sent up through the center. Oh, that's going to drop right to Deanza. We got Cole back here defending. Cole chasing. He's got another. He steps up nicely. He gets that ball, but it goes through. Knocks straight to Joey Cortone. That's Cole doing a very good job of defending, stepping in front of that ball. Cole sending that high towards the center. You got Luke there battling for the ball. Oh, it drops to, and that's off the hands of Deanza. It looked like it was going to go through to Kevin, but it bounced off the hands.
Simple.
This looks like Cole's going to take this free kick. Mustang moving all the way up, taking their time. They have a 3-goal advantage. Scores 3-0. Cole sending that high right into the center. Kevin is there. It's off of Deanza. It hits off the back of a Deanza player and rolls right to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper's going to roll that out quickly as usual. Sends that right to his defender. Rocco's right there. Rocco. Ball gets through the center. Now it's Luke. Luke stepping back and defending. Luke taking a swipe at it. Luke's going to step back and get it again. Luke with an excellent job of just staying with the play. Sends that casually to Rocco. Rocco casually back to Ollie. And now Ollie's just going to hammer that out on the near sideline.
Mark him.
Right here?
That's back by Deanza.
Don't want
Can I
to be
get
in
a
your
rub?
picture.
Can I get a rub? Oh, you got to shave that thing, buddy.
I didn't take a shower this morning.
Oh,
I had a kid that had to go up to his Dallas Al for the test. So I was like, every morning.
And Kevin whistles for a foul.
Good hustle, Kev.
Thanks for coming out. And that's Deanza sending it short to the far side. Oh, right to Rosa. Rosa to Connor. Connor back to Rosa. Rosa cutting middle. Oh, Rosa right. He tries to send Rocco and Kevin. It's going to drop to Kevin. Oh, Kevin just gets hacked. And Kevin with a great bit of acting here. Going down to the ground with a smile on his face. Taking a shot to the leg and milking it for everything it's worth. He's up and he's walking.
Way to go, Kev.
Who's going to take this one? Taylor. Let's see if let's see if third's the charm. He's going to knock that. Oh! That was much closer that time.
Way to go, Taylor.
You think maybe the fourth time he's going to put that underneath the crossbar. He's getting closer and closer. Now I think the fourth time, if he gets a fourth attempt, I think he's going to hit the crossbar in a crossbar challenge. He's already got a headed goal. And that is Taylor throwing it down to Connor. Connor back to Taylor. Taylor's now offsides. But the referee's not going to see that. He's going to let the play go on. This is Deanza. Oh, he finally sees it. Finally calls it. Deanza stops the play. He's going to have to kick it now. They send it short towards the goalkeeper, right in front of the goal. Nobody there for Mustang to pressure. Now sent back into the center. Rocco's over here chasing, and it drops straight to Luke. Luke knows what to do with it. He sends it out to Taylor. Taylor back in towards the center. And that's going to be Rosa here in the middle coming up with it.
Nice. Yeah. Rocco.
Rosa's going to fancy a shot. I know he is. Yeah, there he goes. That's a good effort.
Good shot.
Good shot.
And then sent over. Rosa chasing that down. Putting pressure. That gets to Cole. Cole now controlling. And that is Cole being fouled. Perhaps having his arm dragged a little bit. Players have Locked arms. This is Deanza's going to move a player up and send the player back into the defense. Cover for Taylor. And that's Cole sending it up high. We got Rocco over there. Rocco can't get to it, but Rosa gets his foot on. He sends it to Connor,
Nice idea.
and Connor can't quite get to it. I don't think Connor was expecting that. And it's rolled out quickly by Deanza. Deanza right in the middle, the front of their goal. Finally clears that out. And this is Rosa getting back. This is Rosa battling in the mid. Ryan chasing, still chasing. Getting help now from Taylor. Sent towards the middle. And this is Deanza working it through the middle. Aiden Malloy stepping up. Gets sent out to the outside by Deanza. Now up the far side. Rosa's there defending. Gets sent in the middle. Cole gets his foot on it. Oh, it drops to Deanza. Now Deanza in the middle.
Shot.
Rocco stepping up and defending. And it gets sent to the far post. And that's going to go over the end line for a goal kick. This will be Cole stepping back to take this goal kick. Sent short, low by Cole, drops to Deanza. Deanza trying to work it through the middle. Deanza still trying to work it through, all the way to the far near side here. Still controlling, sending that back, and Luke knocking that out before it can be passed. And it's just going to be a throw-in. And this will be a Mustang substitution. Looks like Landon. This is good to see. Landon's going to come back in. He looks like he's going to come in for Rocco.
Got one here, Alex, going off here.
And Kevin is going to come off. Kevin gets the Academy Award for today. And this will be Jackson coming in. And that's dropped short. Oh, Luke steps up nicely. Gets his foot on it, knocks it back. It's going to be another throw in for Deanza. Deanza throwing that in towards the middle. This is Rosa stepping up, getting some help from Jackson. Deanza sending that towards the center. Rosa's there. Rosa gets his foot on it, knocks it forward to Connor. Connor's going to, oh, he can't get it through. Tried to send Taylor. And now Deanza's just going to work around the far side. Back in towards the middle. This is going to be Connor getting back, marking up that midfield player. And now sent out wide, and that's going to be Ollie getting his toe on it and knocking that out.
Stay up top.
That's sent in short and quick. This is Deanza controlling the ball. Jackson stepping up. And that's a shot on goal. And that's easily saved by Joey Cortone. It just dropped right to him. Joey does a good job of spending some time. Joey knocks that ball forward right to Taylor. Taylor gets his foot on it, but it drops straight to Deanza. Deanza trying to work through the middle, and that is Luke reaching out for a ball, taking it nicely. That's Luke and Connor, and a nice combination. And that is Taylor sending it up through the center, and that is cleared right to Jackson. Oh, Jackson gets his foot on it. He's going to knock that out. It's going to be a corner kick.
Corner kick!
And that's called a goal kick, clearly off Deanza's foot.
Ref!
Referee will call that a goal kick. Deanza will take that short right in the middle. Rosa stepping up. Deanza sends it back, now clears it right into the middle. Ollie gets a side foot on it, knocks it to Rosa. Rosa has it in the air. Rosa cuts, brings it
Rosa,
back.
lovely play.
And then that's over the top right to Jackson. Oh.
Hard luck, hard luck. Thinking too much, it's okay.
And Jackson not able to do anything with that. What's that? That rolls out. This is going to be another goal kick. There's going to be a substitution for Deanza. Out wide by Deanza, up the line. Oh, that's Landon, get his footing on, knocking it out. It'll be a Deanza throw. Thrown up the line.
Come on, Brandon.
Brandon chasing that. Deanza coming out with it. That's Cole getting his foot on it nicely, but Cole's going to get called on an interference, pushing the player out of the way after he was going by him, stopping the play. Deanza's going to send that right in towards the center. Oh, and Luke got hit. Looks like he got hit in the wrong spot. Luke's going to need a little time to recover from that hit. He wants to get up, but that's sort of a sensitive part of the body. We're going to hope Luke is okay. Hopefully he didn't rupture anything.
Hey, Ted, you and Connor have to work together.
Looks like nothing's ruptured, but he's in a bit of distress there. That's going to be Luke. He's going to go out. Luke will be feeling bad for a few more minutes. That's Cole sending it up. Right to Taylor. Taylor can't get his foot on it, but he's chasing. Taylor chasing. Oh, almost gets his foot on it. And this is Deanza sending it around. Right to Cole. Cole drops that to Chris, but it goes through to Connor. Connor to Taylor.
Middle, Chris. Go, Chris. Take it on.
Nice combination play, Taylor and Chris. Taylor getting some help from the parents, telling him there's a player on behind him finally. And that is Cole getting his head on it. And then Rosa helping him out. It drops to Aiden Malloy. Aiden Malloy tries to send it up. Oh, and that is onside, apparently.
I'm going to change the third time.
And that's past the goal. Fred. That side. Oh, we got a game right now. It went from that side to this side to that side now. Go ahead. You're not that tall. So be Cole with the goal kick. Cole sends that high towards the center. He's got Connor there. Goes over Connor's head, drops on a Deanza foot. Rosa steps up with some good pressure, gets sent out. Landon controls that. He sends that in to Connor. Connor sends that up towards Rosa. And now we got Landon chasing on the far side. It gets sent back towards the middle. Now towards the outside by Deanza. Deanza towards the outside. Now up the line, and that'll be out. That'll be a Mustang throw-in. Mustang putting a good game together today. Deanza coming in with a game plan, and Mustang has been having to deal with this for the last 2 or 3 games. Teams just running it right down the center. Mustang finally figuring out how to stop these teams coming down the middle.
Come on, guys.
And Mustang doing a wonderful job of defending down the midfield, the center, the middle,
Come on, Landon. Come on, Landon. Yeah, Landon again.
absorbing the initial tiki-taki play of Dianza. Not giving up any goals today and putting in 3 of their own on counterattack style strikes. And then a header off the corner, going up 3-0. And that's Connor laying his foot into it and sending it wide of the goal. Dianza sending it out wide. And now just sending it up high. Right in towards the center. Cole steps up. And that drops right to Aiden Malloy. Aiden Malloy outside. Finds Jackson. Jackson tries to find Taylor. Taylor's on the wrong side of his player. He gets sent to the outside by Dianza. Now back. Dianza in the center on this side of the field.
Yeah.
Now down the middle. Nobody there for Mustang. It's sent here to the near
Jackson,
side.
go Jackson.
Up the line. Ollie's here to defend. Chris helping out. Oh, Chris tries to get his foot in there. And there's Rosa now in the middle. That's going to be a shot attempt. That's going to go wide. Mustang once again doing a great job defending across the center, just in front of the box.
Central.
This is Cole with the goal kick. Cole Basia sending that long. And that's off Dianza's head, sending that back towards the center. This is Dianza working its way through the middle. That's Brandon stopping that through pass. Now Rosa chasing on the outside, helping Brandon on the outside. Landon in the middle, or on the outside. Dianza trying to control, sending it around the back. Now sending it all the way back. Sending it down the middle. This is Aiden Malloy. This is going to be a shot. No, they try to send it through. And that's stopped. And it's Brandon on the ground. That's Brandon on the ground. Looks like he's holding his head. There, he's up. That's Brandon for a second time, taking one for the team in front of the goal and blocking it.
Good job, Brandon.
Hey, he's smiling. Apparently they're talking about his Academy Award, whether it's him or Kevin today. Oh, and that's Jackson.
That is it.
Jackson to Taylor, right as the whistle was blowing. And that is whistled.
That's the work for your guy.
And the game, Mustang going up 3-0
Huh?
today here at the Mustang Soccer Complex. We'll see you guys later, Mustang family. We'll catch you at the next game.